Hi there, we are here again with very interesting aspects of the culture, the Shizen culture, and we have here by my side Shidoshi Luis Nogueira, and we were just now discussing some techniques that Shidoshi Juliana was showing us, and we are very curious because although it might seem very strange, those horns were considered a weapon. And so Luis and actually we were just talking a few minutes ago that people may think that this is a hunter's technique, and it is not. Yes?
Yes, that's right. Well, first of all, to clarify to everyone that you are seeing properly, what we have in between our hands, it's a deer horn, a stock horn. Then these kind of horns could seem the less practical as a weapon, but in reality this is a very classical, as Juliana was introducing, a very classical weapon from the Shizen that you could see. In the beginning there were horns of deer, but after that they could also employ wooden horns, like replicas for these kind of forms that are very useful to defend against a samurai, against an armed opponent. Then first thing that we have to clarify, as because this couldn't be a protection against a sword. It means that if we try to block with this horn an attack of a sword in this point,
so the blade will cut it.
Will cut it shortly.
So once you block the blade.
Yes, this is not something that you, for example, a blade attacking. For example, Juliana, please do it very carefully for not damaging the horn. If the attack is right here, this will break, and this is not a possibility. These horns were applied to defend against something that is not sharp. It's like the arms and the body of the opponent, because in this way the horns make here to stop the enemy. And from here what we will do is to go backward and have this control and have an open body in order to stab with a knife or to pierce with any kind of smaller weapon that we could have. Also with that, what we could do is to move, and from here take a look that at the same time I could try to reach also with a very violent move in order with a sharpened tip here, in order to reach the eyes, also to reach the mouth, in order to pierce also the ear, and from here of course we could strike
so impact also, yes?
The impact in order to release the weapon that we could have here, and also employ it as a way to perform several kind of leverage in order to do it. What you could see on the scenes with Shidoshi Juliana, for example, this one that we have here on this column, is because these were very employed strategy of the Shizen. They used to employ this weapon in order to restrain the arm with a bamboo. This simulates a bamboo trunk, and with this idea to strike.
Yeah, so what you're going to do, you're neutralizing the arm of the weapon, so
yes.
You impact to take away the dangers that the blade represents.
That's right. And from here you could go to the ground, that Shidoshi Juliana has performed mastery, and also restrain in the ground or restrain, and also you could maybe control with some kind of knots, etc.
So the thing is that in that case they will sharp the edges.
They
could sharp the edges, and they will use the curves and the space to restrain and to block, also or impact to fracture certain areas. You understand all the that it could cause a fracture, of course, depending on the area that you're going to impact. But here I am with a very interesting question. If we are considering this a weapon to be used against the samurai, you know that sometimes they carry the kabuto or the mempo or some protected areas that precisely are going to protect the samurai against some movements that you were showing. So can we also see this?
Of course.
On those days?
Thank you, Juliana. To be sharp or not, the tip, it's not important, because if we are attacking soft tissues like the eyes, it doesn't matter, because a strike, it doesn't matter if this goes to the eyes, it will be blinding in any case. But concerning what it's explaining to Juliana, it's a very important strategy, a very important way, because when we are dealing with a kabuto or a mempo, this was employed to go inside and from here twist a little in order to go up and release the mempo, or make the kabuto move or fall from the head in order to strike, maybe with this, with the horn
itself. To make the head, the craniofacial area, vulnerable to any kind of attack that you may do
with the horn striking, or also going, like we have explained, going attacking to the soft tissues, or also employing any kind of blade that you could also be carrying by your own.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. This for sure is very curious, at least. Thank you very much, Shidoshi Nogueira.
Thank you very much. Only to explain that Shidoshi Juliana, also the name employed for this is Rokukaku. That Roku means deer and Kaku means horn. This is the horn of deer, stock horn, but it's the name itself. Only to clarify this.
Excellent. So we'll see you on the next videos. Thank you very much for watching our channel.
Thank you very much.